Hey everyone, Kupo here and welcome back to my Chrono Cross playthrough. Today we are carrying on through Fort Dragonia, doing the rest of the trials. First thing I want to do is look at this thing here. And we're going to take on one of the most frustrating boss battles in part 1 of Chrono Cross. This is Son of a Gun, 365 HP, 7 AP, white innate, and has a very annoying tendency to block or take hardly any damage from physical attacks, and has a bit of magic resistance, but not that much. The point being is that Son of a Gun has 4 forms, and which attacks it will do depends on what form he's in. He'll start in happy form and go from there. As long as you know what form he's in, we know what he's going to do. So he's going to, in this first form, attack and then use a white element called Kissy Wissy, and then he's going to change forms. So we want to defeat Son of a Gun before he changes forms, and we also need to keep the white innate Kissy Wissy in our heads because we don't want it to interrupt our full blue field. So how are we going to do this? We're going to open with Sarge doing a 1-1. Excellent. Lena is then going to do a 3-3. This is fairly risky. We want both of these to hit. Amazing. That's exactly what we're looking for. So this is the attack that's coming in. The attack can fatigue a character. If that happens, we need to get Glenn to level 5 and cast Panacea on that character. Now, if it's Glenn, you could perhaps, if Glenn's the fatigued one, you could perhaps ignore that. If it's Sarge or Lena, you have to heal it. There's no getting around that. So now we have 7 actions to do before we know Son of a Gun is going to go again. So here we're going to start with Sarge. He's going to use a turn blue. Doesn't matter who you use it on. We're just going to use it on Son of a Gun. Glenn is then going to do a weak attack. And he is also going to do turn blue. Excellent. Okay, and then Sarge from there is going to use an Aqua Ball. With Son of a Gun only having 365 HP, we don't need to do any magnifying or genius shenanigans. We have to get this Frog Prince off before it uses Kissy Wissy, because otherwise we don't get that all blue field effect. So here we go. That is GG. Wow. So yeah, if Son of a Gun gets Kissy Wissy off or changes forms, you know, changing forms isn't the big deal. It's if he gets Kissy Wissy off as you're doing your turn blues and aqua balls. If it ruins your field effect, feel free to run away and start again. But yeah, that's a very, very easy way of taking down Son of a Gun. Let's see what we get. A strength for Lena. Oh, that's a bad level up for Glenn. That's a garbage level up for Sarge, it has to be said. That's really bad. That's really bad. Okay. But anyway, we're going to deactivate the white pillar. Excellent. And we have now got 5 of the 6 dragons. There is 1 dragon left to go. 1 more trial. So we're going to take the lift up. And you may recognize where we are. Yes, this is the area we were in when we did the dream sequence. You would have had Sarge, Kid, and 1 other person. But, unlike the dream sequence, there are different enemies we can run into here. And on top of that, there's also some treasure we can collect. Starting with this here, we're going to pick up the capsule. I'm going to run into the enemies so that we can try and get a mini level up. If there's any new enemies, I will show them off. Starting here, we will have some Acacia Privates. These guys are different to the Acacia Privates you would have seen in the Viper Manor. Unlike the Viper Manor, these guys are red innate, and they also have a lot more HP. So bear that in mind. Okay, we're going to do a 2 here. I wonder if I can get away with a X strike. There we go. Okay, and then with Lena. 2-2-2. Easy. Yeah, despite the fact they have slightly increased stats and a different innate element, like they're still quite easy to take down at this stage. You shouldn't have too many problems. Okay, let's make our way down here. There will be a Dragoon. It would be really nice if we could avoid it. Not happening. Something worth bearing in mind is that when you are out on the outside part of the fort like this, the field effect is red, black, black, which means that if the first spell cast is black, it will be an all black field, which means really bad things for Sarge because he's white innate. He will do barely any damage. Whereas there's quite a few black innate characters here, and they will do a lot of damage, so you need to be careful there. Anyway, we go here to find the Angel Charm. And then from there, we're going to head around the corner. There's the Alphabet I was talking about in the previous episode. We didn't actually run into any in the first floor of Fort Dragonia, which is kind of surprising. Just to go over these guys very quickly. 100 HP, black innate. That was slightly less than 100. Again, this can be random sometimes, the amount of HP they actually have. And as a reminder, female enemies will have about 5 to 10% less HP than their male counterparts. Okay, we got 2 gravity blows. And we can also grab this here. For the Meteor Shower, a quite powerful white element. Okay, now that's done, we can go across to here instead. Do not go that way yet, because we haven't activated the teleport. In this chest we get the Demon Charm. I'm not going to avoid this battle. I will engage with the Acacia Sergeant. So, we've already spoken about how the Acacia Privates are different. The Acacia Sergeants are still yellow innate, they just have more HP. And as you can see, there are some Alphabets. This is actually not an ideal formation. Nevertheless, I'm going to open with some 2s. I was really hoping we'd get Sarge's Lumiere off, but that was not happening. Oh, he missed again. Oh, no. But you'll also notice that sometimes the privates will go after the Alphabets. So we can actually leave the Alphabets alone. Which is kind of cool. Anyway. 2, 2. Oh, missed the 3 again. This is not a good start. We can leave the Sergeant alone. There we go. Okay, here comes a Plasma Beam. Yep. The bats and the Acacia dudes will just keep on attacking each other. That's why I'm keeping this one in. It's just a fun little gimmick, has to be said. Okay. I could really do with Sarge not missing any of his attacks. Thank you very much. Here's another Plasma Beam. Who's that going to hit this time? This one will hit Sarge. Okay. Unfortunately, that did 0 damage because Sarge is a bit too good. If your magic defense is strong enough, sometimes like element damage will be 0. It's just how it is. Yeah, Luminaire is absolutely insane. Actually, we should switch to Glenn here. There we go. Look at that damage. Glenn is going to do a lot of naughty things to yellow and 8 characters. There we go. Okay. Now that that's done, I want to get into an encounter with this Alphabat simply because I want to test my luck and try and get a growth level. Didn't get it. That's unfortunate. That's okay. Like, we're not getting good luck in this Chrono Cross playthrough. Like, luck does play a part in grinding this out. But we have got another enemy to worry about. This is the Bunyip. This is actually the first 2-stage boss fight. Well, technically, the Mama Komodo was a 2-stage boss fight. But this stage, 400 HP, 10 AP, innate red. So here's what I want to do. I want to get Lena to level 5 with a bunch of 1 attacks. I see that she missed one. Okay. Then I want to get Sarge to do a 1 into Genius. This is actually a very late first turn from the Bunyip. Okay, that's good. And then I want to go to Glenn. I want him to spam to level 4. Here comes a Magma Bomb. Always uses Magma Bomb on turn 1. Okay. So now we've got 10 AP to work with. So 1, 2. Oh, he's got to go again. Magnify will be 3. Sarge needs to get an attacking of his own, so that's 4. And then we're going to switch back. We need Sarge to get an attacking because I want him to be element power level 1. Okay, now we're going to get the Ice Blast in. That's 387. Okay, so once that first stage is done, Bunyip 2 comes along at 1200 HP, 10 AP as well, innate black. The same AP count, however, doesn't roll over. We actually have to, it actually starts on a random AP count again, so we just need to be aware of that. We're going to try and push a level 5 with Sarge. We get exactly what we're looking for here. We're going to switch to Lena. I also need her to do some 2-2 to get to level 5 as well. The reason we do 2-2 is because we, instead of 1-1-1-1, is because we want to mash the 2s and make sure that the Bunyip can't interrupt us. Where if we mash 1s, there's a chance he'll interrupt us. Okay, now with Glenn, I'm going to keep on poking the Bunyip with 1s until it uses an attack. Here we go. Always physical, first time round. Being black and 8 is going to do a fair amount of damage to Sarge as well. Now that's done, we can set up our victory. Okay, so first thing I want to do with Glenn is cast Aqua Beam. The Bunyip, this form of the Bunyip can do some very nasty black multi-target attacks. So we want to get this done now. We're going to use Aqua Ball here. That's 2 AP, so we've got at least 8 more actions to work with. Lena is going to... Lena, do you need to... I think we got quite lucky. Oh yeah, I need to push a stamina here because I want Sarge by the end of this turn to have 2 stamina. Frog Prince. Because I want Sarge to get a weak attack in, followed by Luminaire. $838. Okay, we are in good stead here. Sarge is now going to do a 1. And that's why we pushed the weak attack with Lena, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to do a weak attack into Luminaire. Now, depending on the rolls we get here, there is a small chance that this doesn't actually kill the Bunyip. That looks like it's enough. Yeah, there we go. If you haven't finished it off, use a couple of weak attacks with Glenn, and then with Lena, try and get a weak attack into Aquaball. The Bunyip might get a Graviturn off, but that's not the end of the world. But yeah, we reach a growth level. Strength and magic increase for Lena, that's good. Strength and magic increase for Glenn, and resistance increase, that's also good. Sarge doesn't get a strength increase. That's slightly unfortunate, but it is what it is. We need to heal up completely. Okay, now we're going to examine the black pillar here. Deactivate it, and that's all 6 pillars done. Good stuff. Okay, time to make our way out of here. And by out of here, I mean to the end of this room. Oh, I could have taken on this Acacia Dragoon for the mini level. Oh well. Okay, time to once again step on the podium. If you want to save, you can simply go down those stairs and go back down the lift and go to the Record of Fate. But I am quietly confident that I can get this done. Here we go. Unlike the dream sequence, we don't have the conversation about, about, oh, how did we phase through that solid brick wall? Oh, who knows? Don't have to worry about that anymore. We have other things to worry about, such as, what is going on here? Let's not worry about it. Let's just go straight in. Here's Lynx. And Viper has a plan, but he seems nice enough, but he's polite enough to at least give us a chance to stop him. Yeah, indeed, we have yet another boss fight. Viper, 820 HP, 7 AP, innate yellow. He'll take us on. So we're going to do some things to basically pump Glenn up as much as we can. And we need to pay it. Oh god, that's a bad start. And we need to pay attention to when Viper attacks. So I'm going to strengthen up Glenn here. And then Lena is also going to attack here. Yeah, so Viper's attack now, so we're going to do something a bit different. So we're going to use our element here to Eagle Eye Glenn. And then Glenn's going to use 2 fierce attacks. There we go. Viper's now going to attack with G-Force. Okay. Glen's done. Lena is now going to come in and she's going to spam to level 3. And then we're going to use Bush Basher. Okay, so because Viper attacked before Glen, we need to do some stamina stacking. We need to get Glen up to 7 stamina so that we can finish him off. So again, we're going to defend with Glen as well. We need Viper to attack here so that Glen can get his final turn off unscathed. If Viper attacked after Glen, we could be a bit more liberal, but we really need Glen to get the finishing blow off. So we're going to use Fierce Attack into Fierce Attack into Glen's new level 5 ability, Sonic Sword, that we got after the Bunyip fight. And that will do it. So it's important that because Viper has 7 AP, it's important that we can get Glen to do his 3-3 Sonic Sword ability completely uninterrupted. So Sarge gets strength, Glen gets strength, and Lena gets strength and magic. But again, the defensive stats aren't as important. The offensive stats are where it's at. We definitely need to heal here. We get the Dragoon Gauntlet for winning as well. So, Viper's going to go into his second form, which is dying. So, to the surprise of absolutely no one, Lynx backstabs General Viper, literally. And it's a cool little feature that you can see the sword sticking out of General Viper. Hey, Kupo from the future here. Something that I forgot to do was slightly tweak Lena's elements. So I have fled the battle and I have replaced Lena's turn green in element level 1 with turn white. Very important, otherwise this upcoming strategy doesn't work. So run away and then go straight back into the battle. Okay. Lynx has 1000 HP, 7 AP, and innate black, to the surprise of absolutely no one. First things first, we want to get to level 2 with Lena, so we're going to let her mash. And Lynx gets a very early first turn, so we can't quite do the prep that we wanted to do. Normally we do a small attack with both Sarge and Glen, but because Lynx got a very early turn in, we're just going to do a weak attack into a strong attack with Sarge, considering that Lynx has 7 AP. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to use an Eagle Eye on Glen, because what we need to do now that it's a completely black field effect, we need to do 2 things. Firstly, we need to get rid of that super black field effect, and the second thing we need to do is we need to pump Glen up, which this is going to help us with. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use Strengthen on Glen as well. And finally, with Lena, we're going to use Turn White on Glen. So if you've done this correctly, you will have accumulated 6 AP by now, and Lynx has 7. So what we want to do is that we want to mash the 2 fierce attacks together so that Lynx can't interrupt us. Look at that damage, that is a lot. And then Lynx can do something like that. Fortunately though, Lena's not really our problem. So Sarge now has 5 stamina, and we want to stamina push so that Glen can get some more heavy attacks in. So we're going to do 2 and a 3. It's less about the damage Sarge does, and it's more about just refueling Glen. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 more fist attacks. Again, making sure we're mashing. Lynx will get another turn in with an Aqua Ball. It's very strange that he'll do that. Yeah, super unfortunate. Let's see. I kind of need Lena to have her turn, but I can get away with this. I'm going to do a 2-2-1-1. A 2-2-1, sorry. Okay, and then I'm going to revive. I'm not going to use Luminaire. That means that Sarge will remain at Element Power level 3, which is super important. Okay. So now we're going to get a 3-3 in. Lynx did die. If Lynx does not die there, feel free to use an X strike to end the fight. But yeah, that's Lynx in a nutshell. Sarge, again, no major stat increases. Glenn gets a terrible stat increase, just the magic resist. God, that is awful. That was actually trash. Do not heal. Under no circumstances do you heal your party here. We're going to get the Greater Pendragon Sigil as well. Cool. So, Lynx. Obviously, Lynx is still alive, even though we have now kicked his butt twice. And Kid makes an appearance. Because how else are those visions going to come true? If you can hear that, that's my neighbour's dog. Sometimes the dog goes for a walk and gets quite loud. It's not very comfortable with strangers. Anyway, have you ever questioned who you really are? Every day. Every day. That's quite an existential question. Lynx is very significant existence. Ooh. We've been wondering what the significance of this black cat has been. And maybe Sarge and Lynx are one and the same. Maybe they're intrinsically linked. Without Lynx, there is no Sarge. Well, Sarge has had some significance, but we've never quite understood what this relic is for. Oh dear. Yeah, is Sarge, are you okay? The silent protagonist is no longer silent. That's a problem, guys. That's a real problem. Why are we now controlling Lynx? What's going on? Why isn't Lynx talking? Well, another boss battle, but everything is not as it seems. Thanks to that relic, Lynx and Sarge have swapped places. So let's go after Sarge. Why not? We can do a 3-3. Wow, yeah, we are in so much trouble. Also, level 3 and level 5 has changed. Our level 3 is now Black Innate, dash and slash, and our Luminaire has been replaced by Feral Cats. Let's show off Feral Cats. Why not? That's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, Kid also does a lot of damage. Kid will replace... in this case, Kid will replace Lena. Well, we are in so much trouble. Sarge seems a bit too keen to finish off Lynx. Why is Sarge mentioning Luca? That's the wrong game, dude. That's Chrono Trigger. Oh, it is Luca. So, yeah. Kid was staying at Luca's house. Luca is sis. Oh, busted. Uh-oh. And thus, the prophecy has come true. And similar to Chrono Trigger, one of the most important characters in the entire game is dead. And honestly, when this first happened, when I played this game for the first time, this blew my mind. Oh, and now Sarge is killing everyone. Man. Oh, look at that sprite change. Oh, baby. And then instead of actually finishing off Kid, he does the typical JRPG villain of, I'll spare you. I don't quite understand why, but it is what it is. So, Lynx's body no longer required. Sarge, Lynx, Sarge, whatever. Dark Sarge, I believe, is what he's called canonically. Dark Sarge now can reawaken the frozen flame. And then everything has shattered around us. But we need that relic. Oh, looks like Kid is alive and well. And we find the sea that is in the title screen of Chrono Cross as well. So, Lynx in Sarge's body has banished Sarge in Lynx's body to the temporal vortex. That relic, in case you've forgotten, is called the Dragon Tear. The Dragon Tear is an ancient relic that was descended from the Dragonians, and it gives the ability to swap bodies, effectively. So, we need to get into this house here in order to access that Record of Fate. The solution to this is very simple. We need to coerce the person living in that house with this fruit. You'll see that little goblin person come out. We need to get back in before the goblin person can stop us. Oh, it's Sprig. Sprig's a great name. And this is the first, well, we are the first physical being in the temporal vortex for quite some time. And Sprig has a Cockney accent that you will need to get used to. Because Sprig is amazing. Yeah, very philosophical of you, Sprig. But she's luckily going to let us stay at her house for free. Hooray! Something to bear in mind as well is that it's the equivalent of resting at an inn, so you'll see that all our summon charges are back. 21 out of 21. In the bottom left-hand corner there. You are now black innate. Lynx is black innate now, as opposed to Sarge's white innate. All the elements have been taken off everyone, so Lynx, Sarge, Lynx, we're going to say, just for the sake of clarity, will come in empty-handed with the exception of the level 3 glide hook and the level 5 feral cats. But yeah, that's all you need to know from there. We will go through equipping our party members in the next episode, because there's a few people we actually pick up here. We're going to go down, because this is the only way of accessing the Record of Fate. And we're going to call it here. Thank you very much for watching. As always, don't forget to leave a like on the video. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye-bye!